Pranam. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing about different aspects of Saraswati Ma, or three specific aspects. Now, if we talk about Ma Saraswati, we know that she is the goddess of learning. She is regarded among the three Devis or the three Shaktis, along with Saraswati Ji, Ma Lakshmi, and Ma Parvati, who are the consorts of Brahmaji, Vishnuji, and Maheshwarji. What if I tell you Ma Saraswati also has a tantric aspect attached to her? We know that Mata Saraswati is the goddess of learning. She is the goddess of knowledge, learning, speech, music, poetry. Mata Saraswati is invoked in the Panchami Tithi of Shukla Paksha Magha Masa, that in today's year falls on the 2nd and the 3rd of February. Her puja muhurta starts from 9:14 am. Mata Saraswati is a Sattvic Devi. Her iconography shows her standing or sitting with her mount being a hansa, a swan, or a peacock. She is attired in a white silk sari, sometimes in yellow, and she has a very gentle, serene, and calm expression. In her four hands, she holds a white lotus, a rosary, or a japamala, a book, and she holds a veena in her hands. She is also called Shvetavastradharini among her other names, and she is regarded as the goddess of knowledge. Now, Ma Neela Saraswati is regarded as a form of Ma Tara, the second Mahavidya, who is somewhat similar to Ma Kali. We have provided the difference between Ma Kali and Ma Tara in this video above. You can watch it. Ma Neela Saraswati has a fiercer aspect in comparison to the Saumya Rupa of Saraswati Devi Ma. She is mounted over a corpse. She is wearing a Vyaghra Chamra, or the skin of a tiger. She has a fierce expression, and in her four hands she holds, among other things, a blue lotus. Now Ma Saraswati holds a white lotus, but Ma Neela Saraswati holds a blue lotus. In her other hands, she is holding a khadga, or a sword, a kartika, or shears, and a kapala, or a skull. She has a definitively tantric aspect, and we should be very careful while chanting her mula and her bija mantras. Now, like Ma Saraswati, Ma Neela Saraswati also imparts jnana and vak siddhi to her devotees. But she is also called Tarini. She enables her devotees cross the ocean of samsara. She invokes protection, or when she is invoked, she grants protection from the deadliest of enemies. She removes obstacles from the path of her devotees. She destroys the sins of her bhaktas. Chanting her strotam 120 times on Ashtami, Navami, and Chaturdashi eliminates the deadliest enemies of the sadhak, removes obstacles from their path, eliminates their bad karma. Like Ma Saraswati, you can also invoke her on Vasant Panchami. Other than that, you can also invoke her. You can even chant her Mula Mantra on a Shukla Paksha Wednesday, Purnima, and on the Navratris for best results. The third Saraswati is Yogini Saraswati, who is no less than an enigma. Yogini Saraswati can be found among the Yogini images, or the 64 Yogini images in Hirapur, Bhubaneswar, or in the Hirapur 64 Yoginis temple, Bhubaneswar. On first glance, we can see that she has a completely different iconography than her other counterparts. Yogini Saraswati is depicted having four hands. She is standing on top of a serpent. We will not know what she is holding in her three hands, as they have been destroyed, but she has a moustache, and with the remaining hand, she is twirling the moustache. Her hairdo is very elaborate, and in contrast to Ma Saraswati, who is holding a veena, she is holding a tumuru, another musical instrument. Now, Yogini Saraswati can be identified as a tantric deity. and everything about her has a significance. Her having a mustache and twirling it signifies her role as an Ardhanarishwara. And Ardhanarishwara is linked with fertility and protection. The yoginis had a protective aspect, and we can say her, or we can safely say that she is the goddess of fertility and protection. Snake signifies ego and evil parts. Her standing on top of the snake signifies her destruction or her ability to destroy the evil and destructive parts. Snake also signifies the Kundalini Shakti, and her standing over the snake signifies her powers over the Kundalini Shakti of the individual. If we sum them up, then Mata Saraswati is the goddess of learning, Vak Shakti. Mata Nila Saraswati is the goddess of protection and Vak Siddhi. Yogini Saraswati is the goddess of protection, the goddess who awakens your Kundalini Shakti and enables to flow freely through the chakras, and who can be invoked for fertility of the sadhak. Thank you for bearing with me so far. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below.